warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Alya, and my friend.
My name is Maisie Fakhira Camilla.
We will share a presentation about decisions making.
So the first step when we were making a decision-making process that have 8 steps in the decision-making process. The first is identifying a problem. To make a decision, you must have identify your problem you need to solve or the question you need to answer. Clearly define your decision. If you misidentify your problem to solve or the problem you chose it too broad, you knock the decision train the track before it even leaves the station. For example, for the identify is Shasha is very a busy person every day. Every day she has to attend meetings everywhere and anytime. So she need to have some new headphone to support her meetings. And the second is identify criteria. After identify the problem, we must then identify important or relevant decision criteria for solving the problem. Example criteria that we can identify from a headphone is like sound quality, battery, comfort, noise cancelling, and the price. And the third is allocating weight to the criteria. Decision maker needs to weigh the item in order to give them the correct priority in the decision. A simple way is to give the most important criterion a weight of 10 and then assign a weight to the rest using the standard. And the fourth is develop alternative. Decision-making process requires the decision maker to leave variable alternative that could resolve the problem. The sixth is select an alternative. In this step, the decision-making process is choosing the best alternative or the one that generated the highest total in the step. And the next is the 7th, implement the alternative. The decision is put into action by conveying it those affected and getting their commitment to it. And the last is evaluated decision effectiveness. And the last step is evaluating the outcome or result and the decision to see whether the problem was resolved or not. Approaches to decision making. There are 5 perspectives on how managers to make decisions. First is rationally. Could be fully objective and logical and have a specific goals. Now, all possible alternative can consist lead to selecting the alternative that might achieve the goals. And the second is bounded rationally. Managers make decisions rationally but are limited by their ability to protect information. Managers tend to satisfy rather than maximize. And the third is bounded. And the third is intuition. Making decisions on the basis of experience, feelings, and accumulated judgment. It can complement both rational and bounded rational decision making. The fourth is evidence-based management. Making decision making relies on other previous data-driven decision. The next is Ronaa.
There is two types of decisions. The first is structure problems and program decisions. The problems are usually straightforward, familiar, and easily defined. Then the decision will be easily handled by a routine approach, and the solution is self-evident. The second is unstructured problems and unprogrammed decisions. The problems informations are ambiguous and incomplete. Then the decisions maker will require to develop several unique solutions. Improving decision making. First is design thinking, approaching management problems as designers approach design problems and thinking on how the process might be redesigned. The second is artificial intelligence, using the computer power to replicate humans' reasoning functions, including machine learning and deep learning. The third is big data, a term that refers to huge and complex sets of data, often a widespread use of AI. Analytic tools. The fourth is analytic tools, such as math, statistics, modeling, and machine learning to find patterns in data sets. That's all from us. Is there any questions?
Hello. I want to ask, can you describe some factors that affect the quality of our decisions?
There are many factors that affect the quality of our decisions at work. One factor is time pressure, which can lead to rush or uninformed decisions. Another factor is information overload, where we have too much information to process effectively.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Rafi Sufaiz, and I have a question. What are some common mistakes people make while making decisions?
Okay, one common mistake that I see is not gathering enough information, therefore making a decision. This can lead to poor choices or missed opportunities. Another common mistake is letting emotion influence our decision too much. While emotions are important, they shouldn't be the only factors that consider when we making a choice.
Okay, thank you.
I have some question. What are some tools available for helping us make better decisions?
I find it helpful to have all the information I need before making a decision. For example, if I'm trying to decide which restaurant to go to for lunch, I will check online reviews, look at menus, and compare prices. Another tool I use is the Pareto principle, also known as the 80 or 20 rule. This means that 20% of my efforts will result in 80 of my desired outcome.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's all presentation from our group. Thank you for listening and your attention.